slow, yeah, really get to know you. Yeah, really get to know you. Mama raised me right, gonna treat you right. I wanna get it right, yeah, right now we could be happy, happy. Just take my hand, let's go. I know you and nothing else, just you. So maybe tell me, oh, so tell me everything about you, girl. I wanna know everything about your world. So tell me everything about you, girl. Yeah, 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 we got away with love, but don't know what to do. It's complicated by these things I can't undo. So can we talk this out? It's such a violent sound. Girl, we know all our cards. It's time to lay them down. Before I can fall asleep. Before I can fall asleep. Before I can fall asleep. Before she's got a restless heart, keep spinning round and round. Don't wanna ride that wheel no more. So can we settle it down? Before I can fall asleep. Before I can fall asleep. Before I can fall asleep. Before I feel the rhythm of all the raindrops hitting the window of your apartment building. Overcome by the way the sound of your voice drips into the carpet now. Before I can fall asleep. Before I can fall asleep. Before I can fall asleep. Before before I can fall asleep. Before I can fall asleep. Before I can fall asleep. Before I guess he just missed all the signals. His goddamn heart just beat too fast. And that night she asked you for your jacket. she didn't want to give it back. And now they're gathered round the punch bowl, with office jobs and minivans. The only reason they showed up tonight was to live inside what might have been. She pulls a flask out of her jacket and spikes her drink. You raise your hand. She says you always were a lush boy. And can I tell you something else? All I really wanted was a ride back to your house, the night of homecoming. I know you drove a shitty car, but you always blasted ballads like November rain. The DJ spins, but no one's dancing. Instead, just talk of parenthood. After this, we'll head up to the landing, he said. She said she didn't think she could. And an introduction to her husband. You tell him he's a lucky man. Then it plays over again. All I really wanted was a ride back to your house, the night of homecoming. I know you drove a shitty car, but you always blasted ballads like November rain. I saw our storm-soaked shirts pulled over our heads, and the dashboard lights drawing our silhouettes. All I really wanted was a ride back to your house, the night of homecoming. What good is it to know now? Now that nothing can be done. She said I could tell you always wondered. Well, now your wondering is done. All I ever wanted was to drive you to my house, the night of homecoming. But your hair was up in curls and I couldn't seem to speak in complete sentences. All I really wanted was a ride back to your house, the night of homecoming. I know you drove a shitty car, but you always blasted ballads like November rain. I saw our storm-soaked shirts pulled over our heads, and the dashboard lights drawing our silhouettes. All I really wanted was a ride back to your house, the night of homecoming.
母は順番に予想して占って部屋から出るの一人私公共手段迷いなくかかりつけの医者にお願いすることもある1月末に答え出してたらしテストしたいから助かるね地球のリビングからお分かりするこの実験体にならない視聴率も足りないと思うあなたは眠りに落ちていきたい冷静で飛んでしまった猫窓から降りて怪我をするよりは慎重にドアを抜け出す週末に人をお招きするため銀行で争う金は1000万には届かないけど十分に遊んでいける日曜日から始まる二人一組のお話聞いて助かるね迷いなく慎重に迷いなく助かるねここにいれば誰かがいれば迷いなくどちらにつくかわからないでも迷いなく焦ることなく見えない未来にかける言葉よりも失いかけた君の言葉地球のリビングからこの実験体にならない視聴率も足りないあなたは眠りに落ちてゆきたい冷静で飛んでしまった猫あなたは眠りに落ちてゆきたい冷静で飛んでしまった猫
Hello, and welcome everyone to another episode of Show and Tell Live. I honestly can't believe it's already been a full week. I felt like the days were long, but the week was short. Glad to see y'all could join us. I'm Dom, for anyone who might be new. This is Show and Tell Live, a weekly comedy improv stream. We have got ourselves quite the set list tonight, so I hope you stick around and enjoy it. But I can't do it by myself, so go ahead and welcome the world's shortest giant, Alex.
Hey everybody, I got kicked out of my parents' house because I was under 7 feet tall.
Womp womp. Please welcome the world's slowest Olympic athlete, Max.
Hey everybody, I got in on a technicality. My uncle knows a guy. It was pretty humiliating to come in last like everybody else, but it's a living.
Please welcome the world's saltiest candy, Dan.
Hey, yeah, it's actually the ingredients is just salt and sea salt, and then you sort of mix it together, and it's on a stick. That's it.
And lastly, please welcome the world's fluffiest porcupine, Steve.
You found out about that?
We know all. That's the way we operate. Yeah. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Show and Tell Live. How's everyone doing? You feeling good?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah! Friday night, let's go, baby! Let's make stuff up!
Yeah!
All right,
Silly.
everybody at home, put your hands up to your face. All right, and then make sure you're awake. We don't want anyone falling asleep during the show.
Hey, don't you dare fall asleep during our show. Don't you do it.
But if this is your dream, don't slap yourself in the face because we want you to continue dreaming about us.
Right.
Show and tell
Whatever
live,
you
the
do.
stream from your dreams.
Whatever you do, don't pinch yourselves.
Yeah, no one wake up right now.
No waking up
Three.
or falling asleep. No switching between phases of consciousness. Damn it.
I don't know, maybe there's like Inception.
Notes.
If you go far enough down, we're
Right
still
now.
there. Like, we're just doing it in slower time. I don't know.
Welcome to Show and Tell live from limbo in one of our minds, but we don't know which.
Carbs, I hope everyone likes that show and tell GIF. We love it. The donation GIF, that's our favorite one.
Oh, hell
The
yeah.
big one? Yeah, that's our favorite by far.
Weirdly, I'm very partial to the hosting GIF where Dan's walking through with popcorn.
Yeah.
I love
I
that
do
one.
really like
So
that
much
one.
popcorn waste.
I'm literally the star of one of the GIFs, and it is my second favorite child.
I don't
Why
know.
don't we-
I kind of really like the raid GIF, just because like it's so it's so cinematic, you know, like it's
Yeah.
just shot
It
so
is.
well.
It is.
It really tells a story
Yeah,
in like
good
I
job,
can
Max.
The shaky cam.
yeah, the shaky cam with us all running away from Steve. It's good. It's good.
Why don't we go ahead and jump into our first game for the evening? We're gonna play customer service. So what we're gonna need from the chat is a thing, occupation, product that typically wouldn't have a customer service line. And then we will do our best to call in and see if we can't resolve some customer issues. It's the way the game works. Pretty much that's it. So go ahead and let those suggestions roll in here.
Carbs hit me already.
Man, there's some amazing suggestions in here. We're gonna go with so many good choices. We're gonna go with Carb's suggestion of mood rings. That one really speaks to me. Good way to start off. So this is the call-in center for mood rings.
Hi there, you're talking to Moody Mood Rings. We're here to vibe out and vibe in with your problems. How can I help you today?
Hi, I bought this mood ring for my son, and it doesn't tell us his mood, more so just kind of sighs at an applicable situation and goes, mood.
It tells you his size at an applicable ratio? What?
Well, it sighs like,
Oh, I understand. So you must have, did you order online?
yes, we ordered it online.
This is a common issue. You got our Moody ring and not our mood ring. It is partly sentient and it is just generally has the demeanor of a teenager going through their emo phase. You can mail it back and we'll send you a mood ring, or you can appreciate for its own value.
I'm just gonna send it back. I think we can get the same thing at what is it, the Hot Topic?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that mix-up.
Okay, we'll just send it back. Bye-bye.
All right, goodbye. Hello, you're speaking to Moody Mood Rings. We are creators and designers of moods. How can I help you?
Hello, listen to your voice. No, stop it. Your ring is stuck on my finger. I can't get it off, and for some reason, it's not telling me what mood like I have, or like it doesn't tell me. It's not changing. I feel like this pent up like sexual frustration all the time, and I don't know why. Ever since I put it on.
Sir, on what body part did you put the ring?
It's on my finger. It's on my finger.
Oh,
I just-
okay, good.
Oh,
We've had that
oh
issue
no.
before.
Oh no. Oh, the box.
What color
The box
is the
says
ring?
it's. Wait. The box says it's an in the mood ring.
Oh,
How do I remove your rings?
it appears that we've had this issue before. That's a separate company. They are our sister company, so I can transfer you over. But that ring is for an extremely different purpose. If I could give you just a little bit of personal advice, you need to release some amount of pent-up tension. Maybe just take a bath and try and relax.
Sister company, you say, huh? Is she hot? I mean, yeah, just patch me through, I guess.
Okay, sure. Beep. Hi, you're talking to Moody Mood Rings. We are here to let you know how you're feeling. How are you feeling?
Am I Green Lantern?
Sir, you can't keep doing this.
It's a simple question. Am I Green Lantern?
It's a simple question that I've answered simply just about every week now. You can't keep doing this.
I called this number and ordered this ring because I was told I was gonna be just like Ryan Reynolds, and I'm not, okay? So I'll
I
ask
understand
you one more time. Am I Green Lantern?
Do you have impeccable willpower?
Yeah.
Then there's a very good chance that someday you'll become Green Lantern.
All right, well, this mood ring thing just stays green, and what makes me think I'm gonna be Green Lantern, but just means I look up in the chart and just says I'm jealous. I'm not jealous at all. I just want to be Green Lantern.
Let's see here. If you perhaps use your willpower to no longer feel jealous, then not only will the ring change color, you'll have a better chance of becoming Green Lantern.
Oh, so you're saying I have to do self-improvement first? Okay.
Yes. Okay. Please stop calling. Please.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, this is Moody Mood Rings. How can I help you?
Hello. Your ring is broken.
Sorry, who's calling?
This is George.
Okay, George, what's wrong with the ring?
It's gray.
Oh, gray. It doesn't turn gray.
It doesn't work. It has never changed color for me.
George, are you, this is a bit of a personal question. Are you, fabricated?
No, but my wife used to think I was.
You're not a robot.
No, I'm a person.
Right. Are you possibly maybe an android who thinks they're a person?
No, I've stabbed myself a couple times to check to see if I could feel.
Okay. Just gray means that the ring detects essentially zero life. So I'm not.
Zero life for zero emotion.
Am
I a husk?
I don't think you
Am
can
I a man?
I don't think you can be alive without emotion.
That's what my wife used to say.
George.
She changed her mind too.
Who's he?
She.
Oh, she changed her mind. George, I don't think you need a mood ring to tell you how you're feeling.
I wasn't looking for how I was feeling. I was looking if I was feeling.
Okay. George, I could send you over to some therapeutic services.
Okay.
Have a good day.
I am incapable.
Beep.
Bye.
Hi, welcome to Moody Mood Rings. How can I help you?
Hi, I just wanted to say I love this yellow ring so much. It's just beautiful on my hair. Wait, it's turning blue.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Oh, it turned blue.
no, don't worry
Oh
about
my
that.
god, it looks
It's-
terrible in blue.
Remember, imagine a
I
happy
don't
thought.
want to wear
Imagine
it.
friendship. Imagine.
Wait. Did you give me this blue ring? It keeps changing. Now it's turning red. Did you give me this ring that keeps changing colors and now it's red?
Your emotional state. You have to smell some lavender or something.
How could you do this to me? I can't believe I. Oh. Now it's just black.
Bye.
I can't hear it all anymore.
Beep. Hi, welcome to Moody Mood Rings. How can I help you?
Darling, it's me. You don't have to. How's work going?
Oh, it's fine. You know, hard day in the office,
Yeah.
but yeah. How's things at home?
Oh, it's all right. Did you open up the lunch that I made you yet?
I was working a little past noon. I was just about to.
Yeah. Why don't you? I made you a nice. There's a nice chicken pot pie in there, but. Did you see it? Did you see?
Yeah. This is incredible. Like,
under it. Look under the pot pie.
What's underneath it? This is so weird, honey.
It's a custom-made mood ring.
Oh. Let me take a look at that.
It's.
Should I put it on?
Yeah. Well, if you say yes.
Derek. Derek.
Just say yes. Put on the ring. Say yes.
Derek, we've had this talk before.
I know, but I mean, put it on. Maybe it'll turn yellow and you know you're happy.
Derek, I'm at work. People are looking.
Come on. The ring will say it all. If you put the ring on and it's yellow, that means you're happy and we should be together. Forever. What color is it? What color is it? Tell me!
It's over, Derek. Boop.
See?
Oh no! Oh, Derek!
Oh, Derek!
What color is it? It's over.
On a lighter note, I made some merch. If anyone wants to see that.
Yeah, let's go look at what that is.
That's probably for the best.
Oh my god.
Am I a Green Lantern yet?
Am I Green Lantern? Alright.
No one man should have all that power.
Good.
Dang,
How
bang.
was everyone's week? Chat? What happened in chat world? Anything exciting going on for you?
I got rejected.
You got what?
Rejected?
Oh.
In his proposal.
How about you? How's everything going else in life, everyone?
Chat or me?
Everyone.
Are you part of everyone?
No, am I?
Set of all sets contain
I
itself.
mean, if I am the protagonist of my own story, am I not the exception to everyone?
Interesting. I think it says a lot about you that you assume you're the protagonist in your own story. I assume I'm the antagonist of my own story.
I assume I'm the comedic
Well, I assume
relief.
everyone is the protagonist of their own story.
No.
Because I think the point of the protagonist is just that they progress the plot, right? Isn't that the definition? Is it's not like they don't have to be altruistic or anything.
You don't have to be a protagonist. Like, there's plenty of plot. Like in the Big Lebowski, arguably the Big Lebowski does not progress the plot at all. Things just kind of happen around him, but he is still the protagonist of the story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Carb went
playing the Marvel
paddleboarding
Avengers.
with
Oh,
a
sorry, go.
puppy.
Cute.
What?
Wow.
Puppy.
That sounds amazing.
Send
That's
pics.
precious.
Oh, Plumps, I thought you said I misread it as you got a calzone, not cortisone. One of those is, and I was like, ooh, with cream? Interesting choice. And then I was like, oh, no, never mind.
No,
Don't eat
A
that.
cortisone
I also-
calzone.
I definitely read it as calzone.
Yeah.
Calio's, the calzone place that used to be on campus before it got replaced by another calzone place. They used to have a cheesecake calzone. That's probably the closest thing to a cream calzone you could
They
get.
had dessert calzones.
Yeah, they had dessert calzones, and one of them was cheesecake.
Alex, I know this is a painful subject, but how far in your quest to eat every calzone did you end up actually making it?
I made it at least 2/3. I think I eventually threw away the menu that I was keeping track of it on out of like sadness and spite. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, which is pretty much everyone in chat, I think, there was a calzone place on campus, and when I was still going to school, I made it a personal mission of mine, to eat every type of calzone that place offered, each calzone on the menu. And I got pretty far with it, especially because there was one week where they put a bunch of
forgot about this.
free calzones in people's mailboxes, but it was windy, so they didn't put them in people's mailboxes. They would put them like on people's doors and like in their door handles and stuff like that. But it was windy, so a whole bunch of them like blew out into the street, and so I ended up collecting like 7 of them, and I got like a ton of free calzones out of it. Because I wasn't stealing them from anyone. I was just picking them up off the street.
God.
There was like a solid week where Alex ate a calzone multiple times a day.
Dang.
And I didn't finish the menu. They just had too many calzones.
That's not okay.
That took years off of your life, Alex. I just want you to know that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it took the ones at the end. That's those are the least useful anyways. I agree. Wow, we got a butt cake. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Halo Reach.
Happy
Very
birthday.
impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, seems like it was a good week all around.
Place adjacent to my old
The
college
dark
campus
fellas.
had a spaghetti and meatballs stromboli, and it was amazing. Sometimes I consider going back there just to get one. I would try it.
That sounds good.
That sounds very strange, but I would try it.
It's true. Speaking of things to try, we should probably try and play another game sometime soon.
No.
So we're gonna
That's
jump
product.
into genre storytelling. So what we're gonna need from Chatland is we're gonna need different genres. What is a genre, you may ask? Well, welcome to my lecture. A genre is a collective group of symbols and symbolism that represents a shorthand to an audience about the tropes that are indicative of the story for which they are about to receive. If that didn't make sense to you, don't come back next week. It's only going to get worse. So,
I like that you threw in the dinner prayer at the end there,
Amen.
for which they are about to receive
For which they are about to receive.
from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Hey, I didn't memorize it in the 12 years I
my
went to
God.
Catholic school. I'm not going to start
That's
now.
the genre we need. Dinner prayer. That's
Dinner prayer.
That's such a
That
good
would be a really good genre, actually.
I'm going to add it to the list.
Oh,
damn it.
Go ahead and keep those genres rolling in. We already got some good ones down there in chat. Anything you want to see? If it's been done before, we can do it again. We're pretty good.
Dinner prayer as a genre. That's just...
Told by a third grader who's being forced by their parents to say the prayer in front of all the family, and that they don't have good social skills.
I remember at scout camp we would have dinner prayers that were like little jingles, but they were always like something else's jingle. So there was one to the theme of the Addams Family theme song. I don't remember how it goes anymore because I'm bad at that stuff, but like there was a bunch of them.
My favorite when I was a little kid, it was, I guess, too hard to try to memorize the whole like actual Catholic dinner prayer or whatever. So my parents would just have us say, "Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, yay God," and then we would eat.
That reminds me of one time I went to church back when that was happening, and it was the evening. No, yeah, it was the night of one of the Super Bowls, and it was the one that the Steelers were in. And the priest got up to give his speech halfway through Mass, and he just goes, "God is good." He said, "Do good, avoid evil, go Steelers." And that was it. And then we moved right on. That's all the lesson we needed right then. All right, I've got us some genres. Thank you all for your great suggestions.
Ooh.
Dan, you are going to be doing an anti-smoking PSA.
God damn it.
Good.
Max, you will be doing a TED Talk.
A TED Talk.
Yep, a TED Talk. Steve, you will be a carnival barker.
Oh boy!
And Alex, he who smelt it dealt it. You will be a dinner prayer. Now what we need from chat before we go ahead and get started is the name of our story for tonight. Gather round, children, it's story time. Tonight we'll be reading a lovely book called... What's the name of the story? That's the you part.
What if we...
Line!
Oh no, Alex is already roboting.
Uh-oh. Well, there's no fixing it.
Can he be a robot
Except I'm
dinner
maybe
prayer?
trying to sing.
Oh, no.
We are gonna call it Lumpy Puzzles. Thank you, Crapstar. That's a great title for our short story. So gather around, children. This is the wonderful tale of Lumpy Puzzles. Dan, let us know when you're ready.
You ready?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with TED Talk.
How many Americans have completed a jigsaw puzzle in the year 2016? As a percentage, rounded up. The answer may shock you.
PSA.
And I'll come back to it.
And you know what else will shock you? The end of your life. And it might be coming sooner than you think. I used to be like you, standing outside a 7-Eleven with a Slurpee in a hand and a...
Barker.
But then I found my true calling, performance theater. And that's when I discovered the joy of live reenactment. So come one, come all, to the wonderful tent of amazement, where we...
It is truly amazing to have so many wonderful things in our life. And I want to thank each and every one here for them. I know that sometimes we come across different puzzles in our life and we have to try to
PSA.
And those puzzles are just our way of sticking it to the man by throwing their stick out of their hand.
Barker.
And so with this stick, we will perform the greatest trick known to man. See the stick? It's gone now.
TED Talk.
So when it really comes down to what is meaningful in one's life, you have to realize that being able to take this stick and complete our task will not just enrich your life. It will enrich the lives of everyone around you.
Barker.
And by enriching the lives of everybody around us, we make sure to pass along the oral tradition of stage performance.
Prayer.
So make sure that you perform your prayers all the time, because the best way to pass along this sustenance that we'll be getting to in just a moment.
TED Talk.
Now, you may be wondering, when is he going to tell us what that percentage was?
PSA.
And
The percentage of deaths across America.
TED Talk.
Is not a percentage that really is very meaningful to people doing jigsaw puzzles, and the amount of trauma that you can live through.
PSA.
Trauma is worth living through. Stay alive to see the trauma.
Barker.
But if you're not alive, come one, come all, because we have what I have created when I found a
Lol. All right, we're back.
Prayer.
Amen.
Yep, that's the game.
Oh my god.
Oh, amazing.
Perfect.
I had to
Exactly
take
how
the
we drew it up.
Amazing. Just the way the story's always supposed to go.
Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
Go Birds.
Amen, go Steelers.
Wow, and we never learned what that actual statistic was. Crazy.
Wow. Never did.
Now do I get to talk about my bread?
That's what happened.
Talk about your what?
bread products.
Tell us about your bread product, Steve.
I didn't really have anything. Dom just cut me off last time to go into a game which is not as important as bread inside of bread covered in cheese.
What differentiates the first bread from the second bread?
One's wiggly bread and the other one is soft bread.
Wandering in the desert, Yahweh gave unto them the wiggliest of breads, and they praised him for he was good.
Amen, go Steelers.
Amen, go Steelers.
It is definitely the wiggliest type of bread you could ever create.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like that really hard bread that you get at like fancy restaurants sometimes, where it's like not quite a breadstick, but a little less than a bread, like bread.
Yeah, they get personally offended when you call it a breadstick. They're like,
Yeah.
How dare you? This is a bread staff.
Here's my bread short sword and my bread helper, my bread thumbtacks.
I do have to say, when I was working for this one fancy restaurant in town a little while, about a year ago, they had focaccia bread, which was so good. It was handmade every day. And it was absolutely delicious. And it was not a breadstick, but it did look like a breadstick. So you know what? I get it.
Hashtag not my breadstick. Maniac, good to see you.
Maniac, Melissa's here.
Always a pleasure. The party has started.
No need to make a scene. Oh no.
No need to make an improv
Stop everything.
scene.
Yes, am. One day we're all gonna just choke on our own jokes.
Yeah. That's why it rhymes with joke.
Who do you think is the first of us to die from telling a bad joke?
Steve.
Oh, dang it.
Sorry,
Definitely
man.
Steve.
I make more jokes, therefore I am statistically more likely.
I see. Your joke per minute.
So you guys
So
don't
high.
think my
JPM.
puns will kill me?
Not before me.
I don't know, Alex. My puns give me life. Because
Yeah,
they're like
amen to that.
they're necromantic. I mean, they steal life from those
Yes.
around me,
Yeah, that's-
bolster my own.
Dom, are you immortal?
Are you a vampire, Dom?
I can neither confirm nor deny these
Are
sentences.
you a vampire comedian?
I plead the fifth.
Why we're not allowed to have a mirror in my dressing room?
John Galt's onto something. I think we should have. I don't know what game this is, but we should have a game called Joke or Choke.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
down.
good-
Does not lead to good places in my mind.
We'll brainstorm.
Maybe it's something like chat will give us a punchline, and we have to come up with a joke that fits that punchline. And if we don't, we're eliminated.
No, wait, here. I've got an idea. All right.
Okay.
Maybe we take it literally. which is already what Steve was afraid of, but hear me out. Maybe we all go get a bunch of Doritos, and we just play a pun game, but we shove a bunch of Doritos in our mouth, and for every, like, we just have to keep eating them until we come up with a joke. So if we take too long, we just joke, because we...
The only time you can stop shoveling food into your mouth is if you're telling a joke.
If you're telling a joke, and that's why it's called Joke or Joke.
This sounds like a bad game show on, like, the game show channel, where it's like, welcome to Joke or Joke! Are our contestants today going to make some good laughs, or are they gonna choke and get hit with the dunk tank?
Yeah, we could do saltine crackers.
Yeah, I think that's what it should be. Is it should be you have to constantly eat saltine crackers.
No, I think you tell a joke and then chat votes, and if they vote negatively, you put a saltine in your mouth, and you just keep going for the round, and you can't swallow it. So if you keep telling bad jokes, you have to keep putting more saltines in.
We're just playing Chubby Bunny at that point, but
with saltines.
With saltines and jokes, yeah.
What if it was just bullshit? With the voting mechanic of bullshit, but if you lose, you do the cinnamon challenge.
No.
The cinnamon challenge killed people.
Dang.
What were we saying in the beginning of this?
That's Maniac's direction of be funny or die. So
full circle, yeah.
Alrighty. Let's move on to our next game. What we're gonna need from this, first off, is we're gonna need a random name. Just any old name. It could be a common name, an exotic name, a celebrity name, a first name, a last name, a made-up name. Whatever name you're feeling.
Wait, Dom, do you mean any name?
That's right, I mean any name.
Whoa! And you guys are gonna tell comedy based off of any?
Has this ever happened to you? Someone's asked you for a name and you couldn't think of one? Try any name. I like, yeah.
With our new product, any name.
All right, I've picked one. I won't tell you what it is yet. But now what we're going to need is we're going to need a type of business. Something that you can leave a Yelp review for, unrelated. Unrelated to what we're about to do. But yeah, just give us a type of business.
So like ones we've done in the past are a pawn store or an office supply store.
Guitar store.
Like that. Guitar store, yeah. What's a business?
What's a business? I used to get in trouble all the time in my intro business class because I would raise my hand and I would say, Professor Beth, how do you business? She'd be like, stop asking that question. Like, well, this feels like the right place for it. We're gonna go with Albert's Tire Store. That's what we're gonna go with. Thank you all for your suggestions. Albert's Tire Store. And now, in case you've been looking to get some new tires, here's a series of Welp reviews.
Well, I went to Albert's Tire Store the other day, and let me tell you, it was very unconventional. It seems that while I was there, I ended up taking a bit of a nap, and when I woke up, my car had new tires. The nap was okay, so I'm only giving it a 4 out of 5 stars.
I visited Albert's recently. I was taken back. I mean, the service was good and it was priced well, but wall-to-wall bookshelves, like exotic books, like first mint condition thing, like felt like I was roaming around the Vatican secret library, to be honest. It was crazy how well read everyone was. I mean, not trying to make any judge. 3 stars.
I went in there for a simple issue, to get that really big tire on the old-timey bicycle fixed. When I came back, I had an old-timey bicycle with 2 extremely large bicycle wheels, not one big one and one small one. Now it's nearly impossible to get on. 1 out of 5 stars.
Yes, Well, I took in just to get the tire change. It had been a while, and mine were running a bit flat. So they took it in, they boosted it up. I was sitting in the waiting room at the time, and when I looked through the window, I noticed they weren't using any of their tools. They had tools, sure, but they were doing everything with their bare hands. I mean, I can't complain about the service. It ended up being a great tire change with some great tires, so 5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I went over to Albert's tire store because I was looking to buy a tire for a tire swing. But they said no, and they slapped me across the face, and they said, tire swings are not welcome here, and people who ride on them also are not. I really like for people that stand up for what they believe in. 5 out of 5 stars.
Yes, I went to Albert's tire store the other day because we had a debate bee that was hosted there while our students were performing diligently and exquisitely against the tire store professionals. They also replaced the tires on the bus. It was great practice before we were able to go to the national beam. Unfortunately, most of the people who were running the store beat our Harvard-educated students. So, 1 out of 5 stars. I would not come again.
Yeah, I used to work at the tire store. It was a fascinating place. The owner, Albert, kind of a weird guy, really insists that whenever someone comes in, they should always leave with bigger tires than when they showed up. It was a weird having to custom order sizes up all the time. The problem is we got a lot of repeat customers, and Albert was insistent if they come back, they gotta leave bigger. It was good, but we started catering to the monster truck market, and that just really wasn't my skill set at the end of it. So, 3 out of 5 stars. Good friends. Go for coffee sometimes.
I went to Albert's tire store just for a simple tire change, but they insisted that I go to their nap area to fall asleep, and I had to fall asleep before the tires could be fully fixed. I thought that was odd, but I was really surprised at the comfort that was offered in this nap area. Mood lighting, pillows, rugs, it was incredibly pleasant. I awoke to find that my car had very large tires on it, and I drove away with a high feeling of being rested and also physically very high in my seat. 4 out of 5 stars.
This is the first tire place I've ever been to that also had a children's play place. It was great. While I was getting my car serviced, the kids could run around and play. It was a bit strange though, because even though they had a jungle gym, they didn't have any swings. And so when I asked the person over the counter, they gave me this dead stare and said, "Never mention that word here again." I didn't know what to take of that, but I took the warning, and I don't think you should talk about swings when you're there. 4 out of 5 stars.
I walked into the store because I wanted to see a large, white, fluffy man called the Michelin Man. He was not there to be found. I walked up to Albert, stared him straight in the eye, and said, "Where's Michelin, huh?" He spit in my face and I left. 1 out of 5 stars.
Yes, I went to Albert's store looking for a job, and it turns out the family secret is that they do all their repairs by hand. Unfortunately for the employees, that means they need to be cybernetically enhanced humans to perform the daily rituals. So I needed to have my hands turned into socket wrenches if I was going to be able to work there. I couldn't handle the pressure, but now I've got socket wrenches. 3 out of 5 stars.
I was hired by outside force to investigate the disappearance of tire swings from the tri-state area, and I was able to track them through a series of back alley shipments to a store called Albert's Tire Store. It seems that the entirety of their stock has been stolen from nearby playgrounds. When I inquisitively asked the owner where they received their things, They insisted on guiding me to the nap area. Turns out that was a lie. I've been in the basement for 6 months now. If you're reading this, send help. But careful, they've got quite a grip on them. 1 star.
I went to Albert's tire store last Tuesday, and it's the last time I'll ever go there. See, I was having a bit of insomnia, so I was just looking for a good nap. I went there often, trying to just get a good sleep in while I could, and they were fairly frustrated that I wasn't actually looking to get any tires fixed. Well, I went in again, and they told me not to come in, and I heard this banging from the basement door, and I said, I just want to go to the nap room. Well, they didn't let me in the nap room, and they also didn't tell me what the banging was. I went to reach for the door, and they drilled the door shut with their hand. Pretty terrifying experience. 2 out of 5 stars.
I went there to get my tires changed, and they changed them. They changed them really well, but while I was there, I decided I wanted to make small talk with the person over the counter, and so, I was just saying that, with working online so much nowadays, my hands were cramping up more and more, and it was, getting annoying to have to deal with this sort of pseudo-carpal tunnel being caused by everything going on around. And they just looked at me. They stared at me, like eager for something. Next thing I knew, I woke up and I have these tools for hands. They replaced my hands with tools. What is wrong with these people? This isn't an upgrade. How am I even typing this review? 1 star! 1 star!
I'm just gonna say this so that way everyone on the internet knows. I overheard Albert talking about his big plans. He wants to make tires bigger than they're needed, so that way tires are gonna be standardized to be bigger. And they'll keep getting bigger and bigger. And people are like, what's the point of this, Albert? He said he plans to make a tire that goes around the entire world. The entire world! And at that point, due to a loophole in his contract, he owns anything within the circumference of a tire. He's gonna run this world, and he's gonna need an army of people to do it. I don't know what to do. Please, if you're near Albert's tire shop, make sure that he starts to think the world is flat so that way he can't do what he needs to do. 1 out of 5 stars!
Albert, no!
Albert, you sicko!
It's gonna take over the world!
That story.
Chris.
Wow. Well, yeah,
we had some Night Vale vibes going on there for a little bit. Amazing.
The nap room.
It's so
You're
sinister.
tired.
Yeah. I got it, but then it really turned into something else.
Carbs noticed one of the names said Carbs M, so I had to quickly flash that fictional disclaimer that everyone's
Not intentional.
Not a giant. It's completely coincidental at best.
I thought you were doing that because you were locked in the basement of a tire store.
It's true. They won't let me out.
Love it.
Change the stream title to Life in the Basement of a Tire Store.
Live from the nap room of a tire store.
Oh, man.
I would imagine if more businesses had nap rooms, right? They're like, well, I apologize. It is going to be a 40-minute wait. You're welcome to wait out here or accompany us to the nap room.
See, here's the thing. That's great and all, service, like having going in and being able to have a nap while you're being serviced or whatever. But no, I think the places that really need nap rooms are like corporate workplaces. I've worked in corporate, and let me tell you, if I had access to a 15-minute nap that the boss knew about, it would be 100% guilt-free. I could just go into the nap room and nap for 15 minutes. I would have been at least twice as productive on my job every single day. Yeah, Google has those little nap pods.
Big agree.
Those need to be a standard for American businesses because I tell you what, that 2 o'clock wall hits like a
Big
freaking
agree.
truck. And
One
I
of-
hate it, and I can't get around it, especially because I don't drink coffee, and I really think that naps should be standardized in the workplace.
So I used to have a manager that was like nursing at the time, and the company I worked for had like nursing rooms for women to go pump and whatnot. And one time she was like, I straight up just take naps in there. She's like, yes, I do what I need to do, but I'm efficient. I just spend the rest of the time, because you book it for like half hours at a time. She's just like, I just take a nap in there.
Oh,
it's
wait.
fine. No, they shouldn't put a chair in there if they don't want me to fall asleep. It's like, all right, good to know.
I don't.
Well, that's a good one, Dom.
I don't
Get
think
that
I know,
I
I'm getting it.
told this story yet. Oh, sorry.
one. You're good. You were just
Sorry,
frozen.
I'm chopping
We
in
can
and
hear
chopping
you.
out. Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I don't think I told this story before. My past off.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Zefron's
whoa.
with a rate of 32!
Frost,
Shut up!
Playing our favorite gift. Hell yeah.
Wow!
Yeah, it's my
Welcome,
favorite
everyone!
Good luck.
Max, I promise we'll come right back to your story,
No.
but we
We
have
texted-
to acknowledge.
We texted Zenfrox just at that moment. Like, please, Max is starting a story. Interrupt.
Thank you
And then
for the
Zen-
sub, Zen.
And then Zen subs. Wow.
This man flexing on us. For those of you who came with Zen, first off, welcome. Secondly, this is Show and Tell Live. We are a weekly comedy improv stream. Just like Zen, we do all types of fun make-em-ups. This is our Friday show. We're just playing some short form games. If you've ever seen Who's Not Is Anyway, it's like that. Max, I promise we'll get back to your story, but if we got people, we should probably entertain these people, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna play 10,000 blanks, Dan.
Woo!
So we're gonna jump into 10,000 blanks. So what we need from the chat to go ahead and get started is just start spamming nouns. Whatever nouns you're feeling. You're gonna get nouns, we're gonna make puns, and then then we'll just keep going until it becomes too tired, or one of us gets such a good zinger that we are all left breathless. So go ahead, start spamming those nouns, and then Dan, when you're ready, we'll roll into it.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. 10,000 blanks. Welcome to the nightclub. Our first thing is witches. Witches.
10,000 witches walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve witches here." And the witches go, "Oh, well, screw brew."
10,000 witches walk into the bar, and the witches say, hey, the bartender goes, hey, we don't serve witches here. And the witches go, come on, you know you wart to.
10,000 witches walk into the bar. The bartender says, hey, we don't serve you here. And the witches go, which,
10,000 witches walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve witches here." And they say, "Oh, why do you have such a broomstick up your ass?"
10,000 witches walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve witches here." And the witches go, "All right, let us just cauldron Uber."
Let's do cows. 10,000 cows.
10,000 cows walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve cows here." And the cows go, "Oh, do you expect us to move somewhere else?"
10,000 cows walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve cows here." And the cows say, "This is gonna bow on vine."
10,000 cows walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve cows here." And the cows go, "This is utterly ridiculous."
10,000 cows walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve cows here." And they're, "Hey, we're just looking for someone horny."
10,000 cows walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve cows here." And the cows go, "I think I can spot a bigot."
10,000 cows walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve cows here." And the cows say, "Do you know how much beer I can drink? I have 4 stomachs. I'm gonna be fine."
10,000
10,000.
cows walk into a bar, and the bartender says, hey, we don't serve cows here. Get out of here. And the cows go, All right, come on, you heard the man. Let's go.
10,000 cows walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve cows here." And the cows go, "Huh? Discrimination doesn't behoove an establishment like this."
Let's do stamps. 10,000 stamps.
10,000 stamps walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve stamps here," but the stamps say, "Hey guys, we're really cool. Come on, like stamp collecting is really cool, guys. Just let us in."
10,000 stamps. 10,000 stamps walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve stamps here." And the stamps say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a lick."
10,000 stamps walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "God dang it, we don't serve stamps here." And he goes, "Return to sender," and shoves them all in the mailbox.
Let's do gators.
What is it?
Gators. Alligators.
10,000 alligators walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve alligators here." And the alligator goes, "No, we're actually crocodiles. We have the spiky part on our back."
10,000 alligators walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve alligators." And they all just say, "Later."
10,000 gators walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve gators here." And then the gators go, "Oh, come on, our song just came on, Low by Flow Rider. Oh, is that college football? Damn."
10,000 gators walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve gators here." And the gators look at each other and go, "All right, boys, let's swamp this guy."
10,000 alligators walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve alligators here." And they talk amongst themselves and say, "It's time to start crying some crocodile tears."
10,000 gators walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve gators here." And the gators go, "This isn't a very high-scale establishment anyways."
Shadows.
10,000 gators walk into the bar. The bartender says, Yo, we don't serve gators here." And the gators go, "What are you giving us, the boot?"
Let's do 10,000 shadows. Then we'll finish
10,000
out.
shadows walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Stop following me!" That's the joke.
10,000 shadows walk into the bar. The bartender says, "You're just a pale reflection of the universe." And the shadows go,
10,000 shadows walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve shadows here." And the shadows go, "That's all light. We're not accompanied by that." This joke isn't very bright.
10,000 shadows walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve shadows here." And it's like, come on, I see 3 knuckles and tails over there.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. We'll call it there. Oh. Good try, everyone.
Good try.
So, Max, I believe you have a story for us.
Okay. We were talking
Sandfrog's
about.
rated again! Holy shit!
Oh, we have to play it again. We were talking about nap rooms and how they're used for like new mothers who are getting milk for like their babies. And they had that exact thing in my old office, and there was specifically a mini fridge for mothers to put the milk in the fridge so it could stay cold. But there was this co-op the last time he was in there, or like the one before me, and it was right next to our cubicle, and it wasn't. It was, and the kitchen was so far, so he kept his milk in the fridge. So he could eat cereal every morning and not have to walk all the way down. Don't worry, that's the worst it gets. There was never a mix-up.
Oh, thank God.
Even though that would
I
make
have
the
no
story so
problem
much
with
better.
Alex, you're a robot again. Get out of here.
Did somebody call him on it?
No, I think they were just like.
Oh, wait. No.
I think they were just like, they just let him do it.
Yeah.
And just always remembered him for that one act.
Oh, look at that.
Classic milk kid.
True.
Classic
That milk kid.
milk kid.
Classic.
What do you got against milk kids, huh?
I got something to say about milk kids.
Oh, yeah.
Does
I'd like to
anybody-
see you try to break my bones.
Does
You
anybody-
milk drinker.
Does anybody have good recommendations for a milk substitute? Like,
Nope.
Like
There is no
coconut
substitute
milk
for
or
milk.
oat milk or.
So I
their
have
favorite
found
is.
that it depends on what it is you're using the substitute for. So I like if you're making a smoothie, coconut milk is really good. If you're trying to just drink it straight, silk milk is really good. If you're trying to use it in something like cereal, then I find almond milk to be really good. But I have found that like for me personally, it really depended on what I was trying to substitute it
I
with.
think almond milk's always a safe choice, in my opinion.
I like how Dan asked what's a good replacement for milk, and Charb was just on it with bourbon. That was already in chat. They just needed to hit send.
Yes, Alex.
Does silk milk come from spiders? And if you drink enough of it, will it give you Spider-Man powers?
Am
Yes.
I Green Lantern?
Oh, there definitely was a time. Recently, though, I've just been buying regular milk again. But well, I've been buying 2%. But you know,
Yeah, I'm trying to switch over, cut out cow
Dairy.
milk. Yeah.
yeah. How do you feel about cheese? Staying on that cheese grind? or-
Oh yeah, cheese is too good. I can't.
Oh.
Oh, I can't. I wish I could. You know. It's slow. It's a slow and steady process.
Cheese is the real goal.
Cut it all out.
Just go cold turkey, but not even eat turkey. Just cold.
Yeah, I agree. Almond milk is very brand dependent.
Yeah, because I tried oat milk and I didn't like it, and then I
tried
tried
oat milk,
vanilla.
too.
I
It's
tried
not as
vanilla
bad.
flavored oat milk, so I'm like maybe the vanilla will confuse me. I still didn't really like it, so I'm probably gonna try almond next. That seems-
Opens the fridge, you're like, vanilla?
Uh-huh.
Who bought this?
What is this?
I'm
melted
so
ice cream?
confused. How did this get here?
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I've been bamboozled, but it must taste so good.
What?
I love that. I love that. Exploring your sexuality metaphor with using various kinds of milks. I'm curious about other kinds of milks.
Maybe this isn't the mess milk for me. Like it's good, but
I'm just saying that, you know, for a long time, there was only one option for milk, whether you wanted that option or not. And now we live in a time where various milks are on the table. So enjoy the fruits of your labor and try various milk.
Look, the best thing you can do is just take it slow and take it responsibly. You can't just jump into almond milk because you think you might like it. You gotta just maybe try a glass at a friend's party sometime or something, you know?
look, you're still just in high school. You'll have plenty of time to drink different kinds of milk in college.
Oh, college has all the kinds of milk you could possibly try.
Hashtag milk wins.
Got
Let's
milk.
move on to our next game. Space Race. We're going to play Space Race. Dan, why don't you go ahead and lead us through the charge?
All right, space race. We're gonna have two different ships racing through space to get to a destination that is in space. So what we need from you, chat, is we need their destination, their finish line. Previously, we've done the first hockey rink that opened up in space. We've done, I don't know, a McDonald's that opened up in space. Literally, it can be anything, and we're gonna put it in space and say they want to get there. So let me see these locations. They can
could
be
be
proper,
anything.
improper, anything you want.
Yeah, they don't just have to be chain restaurants.
For some reason, I was like, it doesn't have to be a restaurant. Like, you could say like, my wife. And I'm like, that's
Don't
not
say that
comedy. Oh
Wow.
man.
Yeah,
God.
top tier.
We're racing through space to get to my wife.
That's how you know.
Oh man, that's how you know. That's how you know that we've peaked.
Calling all crew. This is Captain. My name, yeah.
And this is jalapeno on a stick.
Wow, some Jeff Dunham references.
Yeah, we're going deep.
Love
We're doing
that.
only the best comedy tonight. All right, let's see what we got here.
Jeff
Oh
Dunham,
my
I forgot
gosh!
about
All
that
right,
point in
we're
my
gonna
life.
go with Crab Star's suggestion that we're on a race to Grandma's house in space.
Oh, Space Grandma.
So we're gonna
I love
be
it.
racing to Grandma's house. Is everybody ready? All right, and here we go. Hi, all there captains out there. It's me, Space Grandma. I hope you're all doing well. You all haven't called me in a while, but I just want to say that I just made a fresh new batch of cookies, and it looks like I'm only going to be giving it to my favoriteest grandchild that gets here first. So if you want these hot cookies, get here as soon as possible.
Oh boy. First mate.
Aye, Captain.
Yes, and this is going to be a treacherous voyage through the woods and over the river. But if there's one man to do it, it's Captain Wolf.
Captain Wolf, it's a pleasure to serve at your side. Grandma's cookies are legendary. They say there's enough nutrients in them to keep an entire crew fed for months on end. Getting that would be a huge boon to our expeditions.
Aye, it would. And that's why we're gonna get there first. Prepare the thrusters and ready for takeoff.
Takeoff is immediately happening, Captain.
Launch Center Houston, this is Captain Red. Come in, Launch Center Houston. We are clear for launch. Thank you. First mate, punch in those codes. I think it's about time we get ourselves some cookies.
Yeah, bro. Right away, dude.
This is gonna be totally bombastic, I can tell. So,
Totally.
first we're going to need to set our thrusters at maximum. Start playing the song over the intercom. We want to make sure that every ship within a 5 million parsec radius can hear our blast coming. We're gonna be the first one to Grandma's house and everyone's gonna know it.
You got it, brah. Off to Grandma's house, brah.
That's what I like to hear.
Captain Wolf,
What is it,
all of our frequencies are being jammed by some kind of obnoxious tune coming from another spacecraft. What would you like to do about this?
Patch me over and I'll work him over with one of them charades I'm so well known for.
All right, Captain Wolf, patching you over to some inferior ship now.
First mate, who's this call we're getting?
This call is the enemy ship. They're trying to get to, their course is set to Grandma's house as well. We gotta beat them, Cha.
Well. Patch them through. Let's see what these mugs look like.
You got it, brah.
Hello there.
Hello? Is that you, Grandma?
Yes, it's me, Grandma. I've canceled the race to Grandma's house, so don't worry about coming anymore.
Why are you on a ship? I thought you were at home already, Grandma. And might I say, what a large command deck you have.
Yes, Grandma was known for her vicious command of the Space Navy. Now I'm old.
I see. Well, Grandma, I don't want to divert from my mission. I think it's very important that I check up on you. So I'm going to fly to your place and I'll meet up with you there. How about that?
Well, can you pick up some ingredients for the...
Oh, Grandma, what big, what large disturbance in our call we have.
No.
I'm gonna have to call you back. I'll see you when we get to Grandma's house.
Okay.
Good luck, Wolf.
Captain Wolf, signal was lost. It seems the transmission cut out. How would you like to proceed?
They know it's me. Anyway, we've got to just cut through. I don't care how many cheats, how many shortcuts we have to take. We're gonna get there first. Even if I have to take a short nap in between every time we cheat and take a shortcut.
Good plan, Captain. I'm going to pull up the systems map and see if I can't find us some creative directions.
All right, you
First
do
mate.
that.
First mate.
Yeah, brah. Right here, brah.
Well, it seems that our nemesis, the big bad wolf, is headed to Grandma's house, and we need to make sure that we beat him there. Those cookies are ours.
Right on. We only got one problem, sir.
Oh?
There's no milk on board. What's the good of chocolate chip cookies if you don't have milk?
What? What happened to our milk supplies? I thought that was specifically what we had docked at Houston for.
It looks like someone must have got to it first. Who knows who that could have been?
God. Okay. All right. This isn't a problem. We'll just have to, we'll have to collect it from the Milky Way on our way there. I'm sure that if we open up our subspace netting, we could try to milk some of the star system as we're flying.
Yeah, bro, that's a good idea. All right, changing course to Milky Way system.
Convert some of our solar fuel inductors into milk inductors instead, and make sure that the fuel tanks are cleaned out beforehand. We don't want any petroleum milk on our way there, you know?
That's a good idea. Right on it, sir.
First mate.
Captain Wolf.
Yes, I think there's an issue after I came out of the nap room.
Well, what's going on, sir?
We're back where we started.
Yes, about that. Turns out that space travel is pretty complicated. I opened up a small wormhole for us to jump ahead, but it sent us backwards. So theoretically, if we go backwards through that one, it should actually jut us forward. But that's gonna stall our engines big time. What do you think? Should we keep it steady, or do we jump ahead and stall out?
I think we jump ahead, because if we jump ahead far enough, then we'll have time to restart.
All right, Captain. Entering the wormhole in 3, 2, 1. It's gonna get shaky in here.
First mate, are you seeing this?
Sorry, I was kind of distracted with the Tamagotchi.
First mate, now's not the time to take care of your virtual pets. Let
There's a
them
lot
die.
of poop.
What?
There's a lot of poop in there.
First mate, the Tamagotchis can wait. Besides, yours is just a level 1 anyways. Look, over there. It seems like the big bad has just entered some kind of a wormhole.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't recommend going through there. We've diverted a lot of petroleum, and that means we won't have the fuel required to get out on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've got it, first mate. You know what they
Yeah.
say. It's sometimes hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Let's use our skip drive. We're not running or walking anymore. We're gonna skip to Grandma's house. Enter the subspace skip so that we can skip over any wormholes on our way there. That should make our fuel much more efficient.
We can, just remember we have to stop in the Milky Way.
Right. Plot a course to the closest edge of the Milky Way so that we can kind of try to divert some of that fuel there.
You got it, Cha.
Oh, and keep playing that fantastic music.
All right.
Captain Wolf, we're dead in the water here. Our engines are shot. Our ship is facing backwards. I don't know what we're gonna do to get out of this one.
Well, if our engines are really broken up, like I heard, then we're gonna need to get in our special forces, all the king's horses and all the king's men, and we're gonna have to put those engines back together again.
Oh, sir, that's a really complicated process.
I know. Last time we let them out, we had to do years worth of paperwork.
That's true. If you think we can handle the bureaucracy, we'll give it our best shot, sir.
I will. And if somebody dies along the way, we'll sweep it under the rug.
Aye, Captain. I'll go open the stables.
All right. Godspeed, first mate.
First mate, is what I asked you to prepare ready?
Yeah,
Good.
we're
And
nearing the Milky Way, just about to hit it.
Perfect. Call up the big bad wolf.
All right, you got it. He should be patched through now.
Oh, Wolfie,
Ah, who's that?
it's me, Red, Captain Red Riding Hood.
Oh, it's you, Captain Hood.
That's right. And guess what? I made a stop in the Milky Way.
Oh,
You
yeah?
might recognize it as where your friends live. The 3 of your friends that you've had a little bit of a past with before.
Oh, no. You're not talking about those 3 idiots.
Oh, I am. Those 3 idiots are gonna help me get to Grandma's house way before you. I've heard they've been working on a new shield module.
Well, I've been hearing that they've just been adding unnecessary addendums to bills and that sort of legal bureaucracy stuff.
Look, 2 of them are pretty incompetent, sure, but the last one has really got a head on his shoulders, and I promise you he's the one that's been helping me out.
Oh yeah, well, we've got our finest engineers fixing our engines right now. When they do, that bureaucracy is gonna be your downfall. Mark my words, Red. Mark them.
Is that a threat, Wolf?
No, it's a promise.
Well, then I hope you have your Huff and Puff 3000 ready to go. Because the next time my ship gets visual contact on you, we're gonna blow you out of space.
Like you could try.
Cut the transmission.
All right, first mate, let's get those hair engines revving and let's blow on out of here.
Captain Wolf, I have some excellent news for you. While we were repairing the engine, one of our livestock shot out a golden torpedo. We could fire it immediately as soon as they come into sight.
Hold on, they said that they've got a weapon on their side. We'll use this single torpedo that we own in no other weapon system to diverge that attack when they try and shoot us. Right now, we've just got to punch it.
All right, Captain. Gunning top speed. Hair engines in full drive.
All right.
First mate, I'm reading that the milk stores are full. How far off course are we? Can we get to Grandma's house quickly?
Sorry, I was just using my Huff and Puff 3000. Yeah, the milk stores are full, but we got a lot of extra weight. How are we supposed to make it there?
A lot of extra weight, huh? Pull up the crew manifesto for me.
Okay, got it up.
Ah, there. It says that our scouting systems have been reporting wolves all day. Who's in charge? What? It's the boy who cried wolf in charge of our scouting systems? No wonder we're delayed so long. He's been clogging up our nav logs.
Oh man, what are we gonna do?
Well, there's only one thing we can do. We've got to space the little freak. Get him on the next airlock
right.
out.
Okay, I'm prepared. Are you sure you want to do this?
He had his chance. He needs to learn his lesson.
All right, murder's not super gnarly, but all right. See you, dude.
Captain Wolf. Captain Wolf.
What's going on?
We just had an impact with what appears to be an enemy ship's crew member. Sir, I'm confused. I thought we were the bad guys, but we would never throw one of our own crew members out of an airlock. That's a little Red Riding. It's a little Red Riding flag, if I had to be honest. I'd be careful of that ship, sir.
First mate, what did I tell you? Be aware for projectiles. That was their weapon system. We've got to fire, fire, fire!
All right, sir, firing the gold missile now.
Okay, first mate, it looks like we're almost arriving at our destination.
Whoa, hold on. There's something incoming. Incoming fast, bruh.
What? What's incoming? Pull up the readings.
I'm trying to pull it up. It's not looking good.
Just brace for impact. Ugh. Ugh. What did we just get hit with? A status report, quick.
We're dead in the water. Our engines are out. We lost all our milk. I'm sorry, Captain.
What?
We're not gonna make it, bro.
No. Damn you, Wolf. Wait.
And with that, first mate, it looks like we're going to make it to Grandma's house on time.
It's true. We're entering the front garden right now, sir. All we have to do is make it up the path and into the door.
First mate, do you remember the deadly maneuver they taught you in training school? The one they said never to use? I'll give you a
I
hint.
kind of forgot about it because, like, they told me to never use it.
Well, it's time to learn a lesson, first mate. Sometimes you can't go over it. Sometimes you can't go around it. Sometimes you can't go under it. It's time for us to go through it. Hit the skip drive and get to the nearest orb.
Okay.
We're not losing to that wolf yet. We're gonna get those cookies.
If we skip with this amount of damage, there's a good chance we could just blow.
That's a chance we're gonna have to take.
You sure?
Hit it, first mate. We don't have time to debate this. I'm assuming he hit it.
Beep, 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 beep.
First mate, what is this? Somebody's gaining on us.
Sir, it appears this ship is phasing in and out of existence. I would fire more things at it, but we can't get a lock on it. It seems they've hacked their skip drive to skip actual space itself, sir.
Oh no. I've only heard about this maneuvers once. And let me tell you, the only man who ever survived it was Lou II.
Sir, I don't know how to say this, but they've breached past us. They've made it all the way up to Granny's door. Sir, I think we've lost this one.
Land the ship! We've done it, first mate! We've made it to Grandma's house!
Was it worth it?
It absolutely was. We got those cookies, and that wolf will know our name.
Damn it. If only we'd thought to use Skip 2, Mr. Lou.
Next time, sir. We'll just have to chalk this one up to the books.
Yeah. Chop it up, all right. That lumberjack is laughing at us now.
See.
Thanks for coming on our little fairy tale space adventure, everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you for the subscription as well. Appreciate it.
John,
Good jungle.
Interesting. So,
Oh, what's Max's story?
we already got to his story.
Oh, right. It was the
Wow.
milk fridge story.
Alex,
I just
You
lost
listening?
that horrific
You
thought
listening
out of my
closely?
memory immediately.
That's
after.
active listening, Alex. Good job.
All right.
Hey, I remembered.
After every game, Max, can you tell that milk story?
No.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
please.
You want me to change the ending so he drinks like mother's milk?
Yes,
Just-
please. Yes, please.
No!
Sure, yeah. Let me just write that down.
Not while I'm enjoying this nice glass of warmed milk before bed.
Alex, do you ever drink your milk warm?
Sometimes.
What?
It's
How do
been a
you?
while.
How do you decide?
What?
How do you decide?
I mean, it's mainly if it's like bedtime and I want to just like, I don't know. I haven't in a very long time, so.
Yeah. I drink cold milk to bed like a man.
Yeah, usually, exactly. Usually I just man up and drink it cold.
Hell yeah.
What do you think the most amount of milk you've ever drunk in like a short period of time is?
In a single sitting,
Sure.
probably somewhere over a quart.
Respect. Game sees game, you know what I mean?
Don't hate the sinner, eh? Sin, baby.
Yeah, probably somewhere between a quart and a half gallon.
Yeah, probably the same for me. I was so bad that at one point I would just like take the milk out of the fridge, pour myself a brimming glass of milk, down it, pour another one, and then put it back.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do that all the time.
I think you've had enough. I'll tell you when I've had enough. Leave the bottle.
Leave the carton.
Yeah.
What I do actually what I do is I get these like 3 small glasses and I fill those up with milk. And then I have like this kind of like larger glass that's like 1%, and the smaller glasses are whole milk. So I drink the whole milk, sip on the 1%, drink the whole milk, sip on the 1%. And I just, yeah, that's kind of every night for me now.
Just take shots.
Yeah, the 1% is a chaser.
Oh.
When I was younger, to make eggnog last longer, my parents would like cut it with milk, so it was like half milk, half eggnog. And then when I grew up, I got eggnog and just had a full glass of eggnog, and I was like, this is not a power that I was ready to receive.
Well, so
I love eggnog.
my grandma on my dad's side grew up like full-on Depression era household, you know? And so one thing that was like, I guess kind of a treat that she introduced me to was just like 2% milk, like regular white milk with creamer, like coffee creamer in it to like sweeten it. Because like, and apparently that's like a Depression era thing that like I've read somewhere that like boomers talk about how their Depression era parents like gave them creamer milk like that. And my grandma gave that to me, and like, it's so bizarre. Like, it is powerful, like you were saying, Steve. Like, if you're not ready for it, you can't handle it, because like, it's just this insane sweetness. But then on top of that, it's like so thick that it will mess up your insides even if you are not lactose intolerant whatsoever.
Is this like creamer into whole milk, or is this like?
Yeah, it's just like pouring coffee creamer, like vanilla coffee creamer into whole milk.
I mean, the good news is we live in a day and age where there's some pretty cool creamers out there. They make like a York peppermint patty one that's pretty delicious.
Guys, I have some bad news.
What's that, Max?
We're gonna have time to play bullshit tonight, and there's just no getting around that.
Wait, Max, don't you tell your milk story?
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so there was a co-op. He drank breast milk. He put it in his cereal.
Nice.
Never get old.
Good story.
Oh wait, we do have time to play Choke or Joke.
Choke or
Like,
joke.
yeah.
Everyone has their standby saltines, of course. Never go live without them.
If you think I'm not writing that down in our ideas document, you're
no.
wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's going there.
Oh, please.
Boy.
We forgot the crackers. We can't play Choke or Joke without crackers, Gromit.
Oh no, Gromit.
That's good. Now that's good comedy.
Hey.
Nice reference.
Hey.
Sick. Why don't we
All
go
right,
ahead?
now we can move on to our next game.
Why don't we go ahead and play bullshit for Max's own sake?
And again, we're sorry. We're sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Just remember, every time we don't play bullshit, an angel loses its wings. That's the way it works.
Oh my god.
Damn, we're not stripping an angel of its wings tonight.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
Another
So what we're
angel
gonna need-
goes free with its wings.
We'll get them next time. What we're gonna need from chat is suggestions of controversial opinions. Nothing too offensive, just things that would be hard to have a stance on. Go ahead and give us some opinions, and we are gonna have to explain why those opinions are absolutely factually correct.
Give us some opinions that would make Thanksgiving dinner more fun.
Wow. That could be, I mean, it depends on how much of a masochist you are at that point, really.
Or
But,
questions. We could do questions.
Yep. Whatever you got, chat, start throwing them our way, and we will go ahead and defend these with our honor.
With honor.
Ooh, off to a strong start.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Dan, whenever you're ready, go ahead and hit me with the first one.
Yeah. Can you please explain and give us the definitive pronunciation of caramel or caramel or a third option?
Yes. Well, I appreciate the opportunity to speak on this. Now, what people don't understand is that they're both valid. It just depends on the context in which you eat them. See, if you're eating it individually, that is a caramel. That is the candy itself. However, if you're coating it and thus using a sauce of some variety, then it is caramel. That's why we have caramel apples, but we eat caramels with our grandmother. It's important to remember the difference so that we can participate in the lexicon thoroughly.
All right, chat, you can vote now. Vote 1 for truth, 2 for lies.
Yeah, vote now.
Vote
Give
now.
Dom, tell the truth.
What do you think? Caramel?
Oh, I see a lot of lies. Oh, but some truth's coming in.
There's always some truth and some lies.
And there's always
no!
some lies and some truth.
Oh no!
The best lie
You
was
guys eat caramel apples? You
See, if
sickos.
I got this one, my argument would have been caramel, because it is standard with Pirates of the Caribbean, because you can't say Caribbean and caramel, and you can't say caramel and Caribbean. It's Caribbean and caramel. It just makes sense.
And according to chat, I think they're going to be leaning slightly towards it does just make sense.
I eat wow. Appreciate it.
Got
All right.
another
Hit me with the next one,
57%.
Daniel.
Yes. Let's see. Cats actually have infinite lives via reincarnation, but 9 lives in between those reincarnations.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think it's important to understand the measure of time for which we're measuring here. Cats have 9 lives. I mean, that's recorded because that's about as long as a human can live to record those 9 individual lives. After that, there's a hard cosmic reset for them, where they come back as a different breed of cat, usually a different color. The exception to that being Siamese cats, which, as we know, travel in twins. Those are souls that have been bonded together in other cat lives that now are stuck together for all eternity.
That sounds like a plot of a cat sequel.
The aristocrats.
The Aristocats. Votes are coming in. Vote now.
Votes?
We got to know.
Wow.
You decide if this is true or false. We just say things and then you put them into law based on
True.
your vote.
Yeah, we're spitballing the laws of the universe, and you're saying which ones are real and which ones aren't.
Yeah, we're like God throwing stuff down, but you're what's his face deciding what to write on the thing.
Moses.
Moses didn't write the commandments on the tablets. They were handed to him.
He also
Well, somebody had to. I don't know.
It looks like I was called on my lies.
Yeah.
They saw through me with some cat's eyes. I wasn't the cat's pajama, the cat's meow, the cat's out of the bag.
More
blew a hairball.
cats phrases. All right.
You guys are giving such good opinions that I want to talk on.
Too bad. Moving
Keep 'em
on.
coming,
To
keep 'em coming.
Steve.
Alrighty then. Steve, please explain to me why the yellow brick road was stained with the yellow blood of those that opposed the wizard.
Well, as we all know, the land of Oz is a different dimension, and in that, life forms aren't based on carbon like they are in our world. In fact, they're based on iridium, which turns the blood yellow based on their body composition. And due to that, like lobsters having blue blood because they're sad all the time, all of the people who live in the land of Oz have yellow blood, and therefore treated the wizard as a god because he had red blood.
All right, vote it up,
Vote
chat.
now.
Vote.
Chat, whoop, coming out swinging, but it evens up.
And everybody
Exciting
voted
stuff.
so hard.
Treated the wizard like a god because he had red blood.
Yes.
So you're saying they saw the wizard bleed, therefore they saw their god bleed, and
Yep.
they still thought him a god.
Tell me, do you bleed?
Do you
He
know?
can make the pretty face go whoosh.
That's all we wanted.
Pay no mind to the man behind the curtain.
All right. I don't know. It's looking like a big truce up in here.
That's some good stuff.
What's it gonna be? Vote now. Make sure you get your votes in.
Alrighty.
All right. Truth it is. Truth it is.
Okay.
Truth that is.
Steve, can you explain to me that fireworks are just fire dying quickly in the sky?
Yep. Well, as we all know, fireworks are really just bad fire because if you really want to burn somebody's house down and you use a firework, it makes a loud explosion, waking that person up, instead of just lighting the house on fire like it's supposed to do. Plus, there's not even a guaranteed chance that it will catch anything on fire, as all of these sparks immediately scatter and disperse, not leaving a centralized flame for anything to catch on. And so, therefore, they're actually just worse fire.
Bad fire.
Hot dang, hot dang, hot dang.
Bad fire or
I got
fire
the mic.
bad? Whoop.
Yes, but unfortunately, that vote does not register as a 2 because the system thinks you're voting for the 2,222,222nd option.
Oh no!
Which is
That's the option I would have chosen too.
Yeah.
Just 1, 2.
1, 2, not 12.
Nobody else seems to like me for this one either. So,
You could put a space between each 2, and that would do it.
yeah.
It's only vote once though, I believe.
Hot
It
dang.
wouldn't give multiple votes, but it would submit your vote as a 2.
Either way, I'm still seeing 100% lies.
Yeah, it's
up
looking
here.
bad. I think it's time to roll on to the next one.
All right,
Get
Max
out of
is
here.
up.
Max, please tell me the best way to defrost car windows.
This is a good question. Winter's coming around. You need a lot of help with that. The best way to defrost car windows is to see glass is a viscous liquid. You hear about this a lot nowadays, where in glass pane stainings in churches are seeping down towards the bottom. If glass is a liquid, you need to warm up the liquid glass, and then once it becomes even more liquidy because you're heating it up, it will eventually get all of the frost off, and then it will solidify back again.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Ellie's raised!
Rated!
We got rated!
Everyone's got to vote. Vote if you think Max is real, is telling the truth, or telling lies. 1 or 2. All
Put 1
you
or 2
need.
in the chat. Do
Like
it now.
1 and a
Do
2.
it now, Raiders. Do it now.
Do it now.
Roast.
I
1s
didn't-
and 2s in the chat.
Is Max a truther or a liar?
I didn't look in the chat, and I thought I was just giving like the best answer ever. You guys are loving this. I'm just gonna keep going. I thought I was
Dom,
doing
you should
super
intro
well.
us real quick. while
Yeah, for those of you that are coming from Ellie Face, first off, welcome, glad to have you. Secondly, this is Show and Tell Live. We are a weekly comedy improv stream. We do a bunch of shenanigans that are all based off of chat suggestions. Right now, we're trying to get to some fundamental truths of the universe. Looks like Max is a liar, so we can't trust him. If you have a fundamental truth that you would like us to argue for its value, put it in the chat now. We'll try and get to it. And then afterwards, you can go ahead and vote on whether or not you think it's real or not. Yeah. All right, let's move on to our next person. Bye-bye, Max.
It's me.
Alrighty, Dan.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
People in the chat, go ahead and just start spamming us different, like, true statements that we have to then prove to be actually true.
All right, Dan. Fundamentally, absolutely true statement.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is just a real-life supervillain who wants to own the entire planet.
Yeah, so Elon Musk, why would you date Grimes if you didn't want to take over the world, all right? So when you think about it, they're already in this niche part of music, and that's how you get in there, you know? You really just need that edgy side of you, right? But then on the other side, you're all corporate. You got your money, and then you got the ability to build anything you want. You know, what's the difference between Doc Ock and Elon Musk? Just, I don't know, he has space in the way. That's it.
Interesting. So you are the man, but you fight the man, so there's nothing left for you to be.
Exactly. It's a very different way of looking
All
at
right,
the
now
world.
that Dan has thrown down that truth, we need you to vote for whether you believe his truth or not. So vote 1 or 2 in the chat now to tell us what you think of what Dan just said.
What do you think?
Ooh, it's
Does
a
the man
back and
speak
forth
good
battle.
words or bad words?
Oh.
Oh!
Does he speak the good
I'm
words
back and
or
forth.
the bad words?
Yikes,
Ooh,
Dan,
it's
it's getting close.
I know. I
you're
feel
sweating?
very betrayed by Potato, but you know I'm not gonna bring that up right now.
Hey, the man can only call what he sees. You've been spoken the truth.
It's true.
It'll come through.
Give it a couple more seconds.
There we go.
you go. Thank you,
Uh,
Max, for
if you guys don't know, go check out Ellie Face's stream. Thanks so much for the raid.
Glad to have you. Friends are always welcome.
Always.
Dan, it looks like it's either going to be next vote does it or...
Elliot!
Brutal.
Vanquished!
Brutal.
Wow!
Oh,
We're going to have to move on to our next one. Team Hair Nerd!
Yeah, get messed up.
Well, unfortunately, I think we had already called it. Uh-oh. I appreciate the chance to save Daniel.
That your revivify is not successful.
Too late. You on a cooldown. Which brings us to our next contestant. Alex, welcome.
It's me. Hello.
Welcome to
I'm
the
gonna
big
drop
stage.
some truth on you. Hit me with the facts. What we got?
I've heard a rumor that robots come into our house at night and eat old people's medicine. Is that true?
Right. Well, what you don't know is that medicine is actually being used by Big Pharma to convert old people into machines. It's a lot more efficient that way. As we've already established in this stream, old people are fossil fuels. Oh no, that was pre-stream. And so what it ends up doing is it turns old people into those machines, and the robots are trying to capitalize on that by seeking out the fuel in that medicine and taking it for themselves.
Interesting. So the old people are machines, but the machines are also stealing from the old people.
Old people are being converted into machines.
Fascinating.
And
Oh, it looks pretty overwhelmingly that people are on your side for that one.
Yeah, that's 87.5%. Alex
damn.
moves on to grand finals
just the truth.
against himself.
It's just the truth.
This is an important question. I think it's one that has been asked a lot. Is it true that all dogs are boys and all cats are girls?
You know, that's a good question. And the answer is both yes and no. And now let me explain. All dogs are good boys, no matter what they identify as. However, they are free to identify as whatever they would like to identify as. Cats, on the other hand, are evil bastards. Now, it's up to you whether to interpret that there's a gendered meaning behind the term bastard. Some people say that it's actually gender neutral, while others say that it tends toward male. But it turns out that no matter which way you interpret it, cats and dogs can identify however they want.
Interesting. So you've taken the bold claim of insulting cats on the internet, and the internet is reacting appropriately to that choice.
The bold claim of insulting cats from a streamer who has a lot of cat-based material who just rated us.
Look,
Ooh.
it's the hard truth, whether you want to hear it or not.
Actually,
it's the truth.
That's what we're here to determine. And it seems like we've determined, well, it's close.
We got 50% dog audience, 50% cat audience.
Well.
We need one person to push us over the edge, and Scooby-Doo has pushed us.
And thank you,
in a different
Scooby-Doo.
way.
Oh, thank you so much, Scooby-Doo.
Appreciate it. Oh,
What?
and
What?
Potato pushes us over into Truth Land. Oh,
dog
but we get
is heavy.
shoved right back by Crabstar.
Oh, Crabstar taking it down.
Dang.
And then is it?
Dang.
Is that it?
That's a tough one. Well, if you can't convince the people, you'll lose the people. I'm sorry, Alex.
Yeah, tie is a loss.
I'm sorry. The general public just isn't ready for that one yet. I'm sorry.
We're going to go ahead and jump right into our next game. Thank you all for being here. This is the next game we made up. This is called Judge, Judy, Executioner. Normally on our show, we like to ask for a lot of chat suggestions. Unfortunately, we already got these ones ahead of time. What? These were images that were submitted by all of you in our Discord. So if you'd like to participate in the next round, go ahead and meet us up there. Now, just to clarify, I have never seen these images before. Alex has never seen these images before. The only person who has seen them is our judge, Dan. So Dan, before we get started, what we're going to need from the chat, we are going to need one thing is, what is the crime that was committed? What did Alex do? Try not to pick a real crime.
What is he accused of doing? Please do not say
I'm sorry, innocent until proven guilty. What is Alex accused of doing? Yeah. It will be my job as the prosecution, based on the evidence submitted to the court, to make sure that crime is tried appropriately.
Something silly yet dastardly, like previous examples are peeing in the kiddie pool and left the toilet seat up.
Murder or something?
Signing on to Disney Channel .com without their parents' permission.
Right.
Divulged into puppets because we had puppet pictures.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, whenever you're ready, tell us what court case we're hearing today.
Oh, man. Max, you can pick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're coming in.
You got it, Max. The power's in you.
I believe.
Thank you so much. Let's see. I am going to go with Alex left the toilet seat up, and he is being prosecuted for his crime.
Yep. All right, here we go. Order in the court, everybody. Now, look, I want this to be a quick trial. I know that these toilet seat related incidences are very attractive to the media, but we just want to get through this swiftly and effectively. Now, we have the defendant up in the witness table, and prosecution, it is now your time. Go ahead.
Thank you. Friends of the jury, citizens of this fair country, I want to have you all take a deep, long look at this individual. You know what this person looks like to me? This looks like someone who doesn't think about other people. Someone who goes to the bathroom and takes care of what they need to do and then leaves the toilet seat up. I won't beat around the bush. I submit the first piece of evidence to the court. Let's take a nice hard look at this, shall we? What is this? A plate full of food, but not just any food, spicy food. Tell me, do you recognize this meal, defendant?
I do.
Where did you encounter this meal before?
I encountered it at Herbert's Wing Shop. It's on the corner of 22nd and 23rd.
And tell me, would you say this food moved through you?
I would say that it moved through me at the same pace as any other food, and I don't think that I had any specific reaction to it. I have a very high tolerance of spicy things.
I see. And you mean to tell me you didn't once reach for any kind of beverage to quell the overwhelming spice?
I did not reach for a beverage any more frequently than I would a normal meal.
Fascinating. But you do admit that you consumed liquid at this meal.
Yes, I did wash down that plate of wings and tater tots with a glass of milk.
I see. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you understand the point that I'm trying to make here based off of the evidence that we have collected. But there is more, a smoking gun, if you will. The second piece of evidence I submit before the court. This is a profile for a pet.
No, don't bring him into this. He's innocent. He didn't do anything. He's not involved.
He may be innocent, but you are certainly not. Now, what is the name of this pet?
That's my sweet little mouse boy Beans.
I see. And Beans, what is he named after?
He's named after my favorite food, beans.
I see, your favorite food, beans. Are you aware that beans have a magical property?
I am somewhat aware. I do recall them having a magical property. However, I don't remember what that magical property is.
You don't remember what it is. Isn't that convenient? Now, these aren't your beanstalk beans. No. These are ordinary beans. As you all know, beans are the magic fruit. And what do they make you do, defendant?
Well, there is a positive correlation between how many you eat and how much you toot.
That is true. And when you toot, where do you go, defendant?
Well, typically the restroom is the best place to toot.
I see. And tell me, this Beans, your rat, are they a living creature?
Yes, Beans is alive.
Do they consume water?
That is mostly what I give him to drink, although when he's a very good boy, I sometimes give him almond milk.
I see. So, it's fair to say that you keep quantities of both milk and water in your own premise.
That is a fair assessment. I do have quantities of both of those liquids, yes.
I see. And had you consumed any of these prior to arriving at the Wingstop?
No. The almond milk is solely for Beans. I don't drink almond milk. I only drink cow milk. As for the water, I drank a little bit of water before I went to the wings place, but it was not enough to fill my bladder. So by the time I was there, I was still fine.
Interesting. Not enough to fill. However, you mentioned having a second glass of water while you were there. But before we really hammer this
Your Honor,
Yeah.
I believe if you go back in the records, you will note that I said that I had a glass of milk at the wing shop, not a second glass of water.
Oh yeah, it has been stated that in the record we will make sure that is. Please carry on. Yes.
The prosecution amends their statement, withdrawn. But let us move on to the third piece of evidence. And it's going to be hard to look at, but I want you all to take a deep, deep look at it. Oh boy. Yes, there it is. The most damning evidence of it all. Tell me, what does this collection of individuals mean to you?
I believe those are characters from an internet comic.
Interesting. And tell me, where do you read comics?
Well, typically at home on my phone or my computer.
And have you or have you not ever read a comic in the restroom on your phone?
Sometimes when I'm using the restroom, yes, I look at my phone.
I see. And does that cause you to spend long periods of time in the restroom?
Yes, typically longer than usual.
I see. And do your legs ever fall asleep?
Sometimes when I read lots of funny comics in a row, yes.
Interesting. Do you know what one of the common symptoms of that is?
I'm sorry, of your legs falling asleep?
Correct.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. I'm not aware of those symptoms.
Right. It's dehydration. How do you feel about that? Tell me, did your legs fall asleep when you went to the bathroom at the wing restaurant?
No, when I'm in a public place, I don't typically look at comics for as long as I do when I'm at home.
So your legs didn't fall asleep, concluding that you were well hydrated when you entered the restroom.
Yes, I suppose you could conclude that, but again, I'm not a medical professional.
So, having seen the evidence, jury, I submit to you that this man, fully hydrated on two various beverages, walked into a public restroom. No, there's no question whether or not a toilet seat was left up. We know that there was. What we didn't know is who the culprit was, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. This individual needed to relieve themselves, so they went to the bathroom. And when they left that bathroom, a toilet seat was left up. Now, you may conclude that it was done by another individual, but I think the evidence speaks for itself and is overwhelming based on my arguments here today. The prosecution rests, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may speak to my defense.
Yes, you can.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I fully accept and admit to going to that restaurant. And I admit that I had eaten and drank while at that restaurant and before. However, I believe that the evidence points more toward me sitting down on the toilet, which, as you know, you cannot lift the seat up and leave it up while sitting on the toilet because you would fall in, especially me, because I have a very small bottom. That small bottom would fall into the toilet if the seat was left up. And so, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to posit this. I ate that spicy food, and as someone who eats lots of beans, I toot a lot. And in my lifelong experience, I have learned that when you eat spicy food, you cannot trust the toots that you make. And so I went into the bathroom of that spicy food restaurant, and I sat down on the toilet with the seat down in preparation of using it for its intended purpose. At no point did I lift the seat up in order to relieve myself. I simply used the toilet. I stayed a little bit too long in there while looking at comics on my phone. And then I left after washing my hands. I would like to submit the evidence to the jury that has already been submitted by the prosecution that I am innocent of lifting the seat and leaving it up. Thank you. That's my defense.
Certainly one version, and I have my own. Judge?
Well, it looks like it's gonna be up to our jury. Now, jury, now is your chance. You are the only people in this world that can decide if this person gets punished for a long time or goes free today. Please, in your chat jury log, type 1 if you think that they are guilty, and type 2 if you think they are not guilty. You can start voting now, and we will have the jury read off. Again, that is 1 for guilty, 2 for not guilty. And now, we'll wait for the sentence to be determined.
This is nerve-wracking. I just want you to know it's nothing personal. I promise to take care of Beans when you're locked away forever.
I wouldn't trust Beans with you, even if I did have to die.
Judge?
All right, still waiting for a few jury members to come in. Want to make sure that everybody that got to miss work really got to put in their fair share.
Really earned their $9.
Yeah, you know. Why don't we pay them more? Anyway.
I want to thank our latest juror, Nick, for joining us. Appreciate it, Nick.
Yeah, thank you. All right. The votes have all been in. Let me get the sheet.
Come on.
Jury, this is really what you want? Okay. The jury finds the defendant not guilty of all charges. They will be released immediately, and I see Beans in the back cheering happily.
Hey, Beans! Hey, buddy!
Have anything to say for yourself, defendant?
I want to thank the justice system for doing what it knows was right.
Yeah, all right. All right, move on to the next one. Oh, someone shit in a urinal? God damn it.
Amazing. Steve, did you catch a
There you go.
ladybug?
Steve found a ladybug.
Yeah, bugs tend to come into my room at night. And this time it was a ladybug.
Oh.
How is that in focus and your face is also in focus?
I have a good camera, unlike Dan's, which is very picky.
Alex, you know the thing that saved you is that you claimed to be a small bottom. Chat immediately was like, he's a small bottom? Gotta give him freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom for him.
It's like, he's a small bottom, I'm a small bottom. I gotta.
Innocent.
Yep.
Also, there was a very big, what will happen to beans if you go to jail?
Yeah, what will happen to beans is a big
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really hit up
Which,
that
I mean,
pathos, you know?
You shouldn't really avoid convicting a criminal just because you ask what would happen to their pet or child, but I mean,
Goodbye,
Ooh.
friend.
thank you. I appreciate it.
I saw
Beans is in good hands.
We got one more game for you, and then we're gonna wrap up this party train. So we're gonna just give us a random word, pretty much any word you want. It could be whatever you're feeling in your heart of hearts. Just give us
By
a
the
word.
way, my butt's not actually that small. I was sucking it in.
We've heard that one before.
Small butts. Go ahead and give us a random word, and we will go ahead and take the rest away. All right. Alex sucking butt.
Ellie face,
confirmed.
it's never been a
True.
question.
Oh,
Thanks
bacon
for
board.
those gifts.
Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it. Welcome home.
Sorry you missed the butt cam, but thanks for coming back.
Yeah, sorry you missed the butt cam. Oh man. Appreciate it so much.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
We are going to do a hoedown off of the word. Ouch. The automatopoeia ouch.
Alright. Here
Alright.
we go.
Wait, are we going in reverse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. When I was a young boy, I played on the jungle gym. It was really fun. And they looked at him. It was my father. He was pushing kids to the ground. They were screaming, ouch. And now he can't be found.
Oh, playing Call of Duty. I have to use my thumbs. It hurts bad. It's a pain in my bum. Whenever I try to crouch, I press in the joystick and I say, ouch.
When it comes to cooking, I think I'm the boss. I only use one thing, and that is just hot sauce. It really comes. Boy, it is the smarts. One thing I've learned is to never trust the farts.
Hey, since I was just the age of 3, I would get hurt like skinning my knee. It's true that these events I would revel, and that's because I am a small daredevil.
Hey, I used to play on the jungle gym. It was really cool until I met him. It was Dan's dad. He was here for revenge. So now I have to get out of Denge.
Thank you all for joining us in today's Denge. Couldn't have done it without you. For anyone who stuck around from Zenfox Raid, appreciate it. Anyone who's still here from Ellie, appreciate it as well. Love to see everyone. Come back if you had a good time. Jump in the Discord. We're going to do something fun Tuesday, something fun next Friday, and the cycle just keeps rolling on from there.
We're just going to keep having fun week after week.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Also, another thing to plug, we're going to be on Dr. Central Potato PhD's stream tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Drop them a follow so you can get notified of when that goes up. If you want to
There
see
you go.
more of us on the weekends, on our off hours.
Gonna play a fun game show, masochistic, so that'll be a great one.
1 p.m.
Before
Eastern.
we end our stream, Max is gonna tell us one more story. No, we're gonna we are
Who
gonna
are we rating first?
Yep, that's what we're gonna
Who we
find
parading
out.
today?
Who are we parading today? Good.
Fun fact, the ladybug that flew away is standing right next to my laptop camera right now. And for a second, I thought it was just blocking my camera. Come on, little buddy.
If Steve goes dark, it's because
There it
the
is.
lady walked over it.
We are gonna go.
That's my father.
We're gonna go raid the namesake of our Twitch streaming group, Uncle Joe Show. We're gonna go give Uncle Joe some love.
Yeah.
So when you get there, be sure to spam some brickos. Show them why we're such proud nephews. But before we do that, we have to end stream the way we end every single stream. Max, how do we end every single stream?
We end every single stream by just enjoying the sanctity of life by watching ladybugs on our fingers.
Of course, absolutely.
Dom, I can't find. Is he live?
Till next
Yeah.
time, everybody.
It's not
Ladybugs.
popping up for me.
Ladybugs everywhere. Ladybugs.
They're everywhere.
Well,
Oh
I
God,
can't control it.
Yeah, Dan, he's
they're covering me.
Can someone else
So
do it then?
many.
I can't do it.
There's so many.
Keep the bit going. Keep the bit going.
Oh, there's ladybugs everywhere.
Ladybugs, they're everywhere.
Oh, ladybug.
So many ladybugs.
Ladybug.
I can't contain them. Oh no! Murder hornets! No! Get out of here!
Oh, God,
Get out of here!
They're